Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 791st Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube here. Actually, it's not Rome Total War, this is a barbarian invasion battle, but what a battle I've got for you today. And it's played on a custom map hosted by Brotherhood member Mars, and what a cracking battle. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member JGP, and he's got 14 Comitatenses and 6 Equites Clibinari cavalry. Okay, quick look here. You'll see that those of you that watch our battle videos regularly will know that the Comitatensis units are all eagle units, so they're actually giving good morale. And this is an evening game. Mars is hosted on an evening scenario, so they're carrying fire torches. Okay, but as I say, he's got 14 of those eagle units, so you can imagine the morale going on in his army there. Okay, and then he, of course, he's got his Equites Clibinari cavalry, and if you notice, like I said before, the rolling pins that they look like they're carrying, those are effective against armor maces, and make no mistake, these are really tough cavalry. Some of the best cavalry in the game there. So there you are, 14 Comitatenses and 6 Equites Clibinaris. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member TR. Now TR's got 11 Comitatenses, 3 Plumbarteri, 5 Equites Clibinari, and 1 Imperial household cavalry unit there. Okay, if you look there, there's his Plumbarteri there. Remember, these guys carry, if you look there in their shield hand, those effective against armored darts. They got long range, and they got loads of ammunition as well, and they can cause a lot of casualties there. So that's what he's got there. As I say, there's his Equites Clibinaris there, once again with those rolling pin, effective against armor maces, and he's got an Imperial Germanic bodyguard unit there as well. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Barclayman. Now Barclayman's got 12 Comitatenses, 2 Plumbarteri, and 6 Equites Clibinari. Okay, so he's got a couple of the Plumbarteri units there. Remember, the Plumbarteri units have only got 81 men in, but as I say, they fire lots of ammunition. You can see the Comitatenses are all 122 men units. Okay, so a lot of big armies here. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander. Now I've got 14 Comitatenses and 6 Equites Clibinari cavalry there. Okay, so there's our team there. Just to say that the rules are no archers, 6 cavalry max, no artillery, and Rome versus Rome. Okay, and maximum money. So every single unit in this battle is fully upgraded. Okay, and here is the other team. We have the host of the battle, Brotherhood member Mars. Now Mars got 14 Comitatenses and 6 Equites Cataphractori. Okay, the different cavalry there, and he's got them hiding in the woods at the moment. Okay, so as I say, 14 Comitatenses and 6 Equites Cataphractori, but we'll be looking at those a little bit later on. Our next teammate is someone who's called himself OTD Chimrazig, but is in fact Scorpionking SR. Now he's got 13 Comitatenses, 1 priest unit, and 6 Equites Clibinari. Okay, there. So if you have a look there, you'll see there's a priest unit. Remember what we've talked about before, about how morale is so important on Barbarian Invasion. Obviously it's just as important, it's very important on RTW, but it seems to be even more important on Barbarian Invasion. Okay, so there you are, that's Scorpionking SR's army there. And their next teammate is RTW player Legion 22. Now he's got 11 Comitatenses, 3 Plumbarteri, and 6 Equites Clibinari. Okay, so he's got quite a good army there. Don't forget, this is maximum money, so every single unit is fully upgraded. Rome v Rome, no archers, no artillery, 6 cav max. And their last teammate is RTW player Daimonas, I think it is. And that is 4 Plumbarteri, 10 Comitatenses, and 6 Equites Clibinari. No, actually Equites Cataphractori. I wanted to show you the difference here. Now these Equites Cataphractori, can you see their main charge weapon is a spear, and then their secondary weapon is a heavy sword for when they get into melee. Okay, so as I say, they've got the charge there. They charge with their lances there, the light lance. But once they get into hand-to-hand fighting, they auto attack with a heavy sword. Okay, but of course, the Equites Clibinari, as we looked at before, have got those effective against armor maces. Now, those of you that like statistics might like to know fully upgraded Equites Clibinari. Okay, they have got 11 attack, a massive 38 defense. Okay, 38 defense, but only a 5 charge bonus. Okay, so 11 attack, a massive 38 defense, and 5 charge bonus for fully upgraded Equites Clibinari. And now the Equites Cataphractori, okay, they have got just a 10 attack, a 37 defense, but a huge 8 charge bonus. And remember, the charge bonus is the impact and penetration that a unit can do. So they might not have quite the same specifications as the Equites Clibinari, but they've got a massive 8 charge bonus. But when they get into hand-to-hand fighting, all these guys got is heavy swords, whereas of course the Equites Clibinari have got those effective against armor maces. So you kind of pays your money and takes your choice there which type of cavalry you'd like to bring. But there you are, and we are of course the green. All our team is green, and their team are all purple there. Okay, so straight away you'll be able to see exactly what's happening during the course of the battle. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I wanted to give you a heads up and tell you that this game is a bit laggy. Okay, and what I mean by laggy is you'll see the units not moving as fast as they normally would. And the simple reason for that is because the enemy team have got 7,743 troops. Okay, our team has got 7,893 troops. Okay, so our 8 computers have got to control, get ready for this, 15,636 troops. Yes, 15,636 troops. Plus, they've got the fire torches as well. Because what it is Mars hosted this on an evening battle, and so they'll be carrying their fire torches as well, you know, for lighting. And according to a lot of the players in this game said that those fire torches also cause lag as well. Okay, so as I say, our computers are going to be controlling 15,636 troops, plus you've got the fire torches that all the troops are carrying as well. And as I say, they tell me in this battle that the fire torches add more to lag. So as I say, I hope the lag doesn't spoil it too much for you, but you will notice units moving slower than usual, and that's just because of the lag in this particular battle. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see Scorpionking and Mars moving their forces forward here. As I say, don't forget, we are controlling 15,636 troops here, so it is a little bit laggy to start off with. There you can see Mars' cavalry were hiding in the woods there, and you can see he just brought them out of the woods there as well. And there you can see, as I say, both Mars and Scorpionking have moved their armies forward towards JGP and TR there. Okay, so remember, our team are the green Roman armies and the enemy are the purple Roman armies there, okay? Remember, every unit is fully upgraded in this battle as it is maximum money, okay? So, as I say, there's no advantage with anybody upgrading troops differently from others. Every single unit will be fully upgraded here. And as I say, you can see the troops moving a little bit slower than usual, but that of course is the number of troops that we're controlling on this particular battlefield, plus with the fire torches as well. Right, let's pause again for a second here. So over here you'll see that Scorpionking, being his very aggressive normal self here, is charging one of his general units there into one of our allies' infantry there. Okay, you can see that there, and you can see the Equites Clibinari there with their effective against armor maces. But whenever you do that, you can take a chance that, unfortunately, your general, there's this general there with the red cloak, could be killed. Okay, so it's always a chance when you charge a general unit in there. Hopefully you won't lose your general, but there's always a chance that you might do. Now you can see Scorpionking there's probably going to pull his cavalry back out from that scrap now. Knowing how aggressive he is, so it wouldn't surprise me if he charged it back in again. We all know how aggressive he is there. So, oh, there you are. Look, took his cavalry general unit out, charged it back in again. But as I say, there's always a chance when you do that you could lose your general there. So, It's just it's always a bit risky doing that. There you are, look. His general unit's been... Oh my gosh. His general unit's been routed and his general's been killed as well. Okay, so of course he's lost that general morale bonus now through doing that. So as I say, he's always very, very aggressive there. But unfortunately for him there, he lost his general. Good news for us, because that's an enemy team general has lost his general morale bonus. Now here it looks like the JGP, looking at the disposition of his army here, it looks like he's going to try and flank Mars. Can you see? He looks like he's may well hit Mars head on with half his army and take the other half around the flank of Mars there. Just looking at the disposition of his army. But he needs to watch out for Mars's cavalry there, I think, because Mars could well position his cavalry in a way to threaten the flank of JGP's infantry here. As I say, you can see JGP bringing this infantry around the flank of Mars's infantry. Nice tactical and strategic move that. Newer players to Rome Total War, that's a pretty good move on the flank there. That. And of course it's now forced Mars back to face the threat. So that was a good disrupting tactical move there by JGP, moving his infantry around there. But whether he's going to keep chasing after Mars's infantry, we'll just have to see. But very aggressive, very tactical, very strategic there, I thought, by JGP. Just pause the game for a second here. So, as I say, he may well attack the flank again, but he needs to be careful of Mars's cavalry. Because what I'm thinking here, if Mars's cavalry comes over here, look, and JGP attacks, then the flank of that infantry that's attacking Mars's infantry could well become vulnerable to a cataphracti cavalry attack there. Here you'll see Scorpion King's army facing TR's army there. And over on our left flank and left centre, you'll see it's very quiet at the moment. You see Barclayman and myself facing Legion 22 and Daimonas, or Demon there. Okay, so as you can see there, that's what's actually happening there. I'm moving my army towards a Demon's army there. But as I say, over on the right flank here, this looks like where the battle is going to kick off here. JGP, to me, looks in a very aggressive mood, but he needs to be careful of Mars is Equites Clibinari cavalry. Remember, with that 8 charge bonus there. So as I say, JGP, look at him going straight after Mars. Very aggressive here. And you can see Mars moving his battle formation around a little bit there to try and counter JGP's attack. Now you can see JGP now actually making contact with the forward units of Mars's infantry. But and there you can see JGP moving his cavalry forward, but it'll be interesting to see what Mars is going to do with his cavalry here, because JGP's flank looks a little bit exposed there to a possible cavalry attack. Meanwhile over here you'll see, as I say, TR and Scorpion King there probably exchanging missiles at that stage of the battle. So it definitely looks like our right flank, our right centre is going to be the kick-off of this battle here. And as I say, look at Mars moving his cavalry around here. Very tactical, very strategic player is Mars. And there, look where he's moved his cavalry now, look. JGP's flank, his attacking flank movement there, look, is now exposed to a cavalry hit of its own there into the flank. Also, can you see here that Legion 22 is bringing his cavalry over as well, so they could well be looking to do a joint cavalry attack on JGP over here. Okay, we need to watch that very closely, because and there you got Scorpion King's cavalry as well. So there's 3 lots of enemy cavalry here, fully upgraded cavalry here, that could possibly smash into JGP's infantry. And make no mistake, the cavalry in this game are excellent cavalry. So we need to watch that very closely there. But as I say, there's potentially 3 lots of cavalry there that could smash into JGP. Okay, JGP needs to be aware of that as well. I think there you are, Mars moving his cavalry around a little bit more, look, to possibly hit. But there you are, can you see Legion 22's cavalry in wedge formation, look, for more penetration, more impact there. And there you are, there's Legion 22's cavalry going to smash through Mars's infantry into JGP's infantry there, like bang, as he charges. And now Mars is charging his cavalry in as well, look, and he's going to smash into JGP's infantry as well, like bang, as he smashes in there as well. A nice combination attack there by Legion 22 and Mars there. What a hit. Oh my gosh, and JGP's infantry still holding there. But you can see JGP has charged his cavalry in there to counter-attack the two enemy cavalry charges coming in on him there. But just look, that was a massive cavalry hit there by Legion 22 and Mars. A nice combination cavalry hit there. Remember, Mars' infantry's in there as well. Over there that you can see JGP facing more there, but here you can see Scorpionking's cavalry is now charging as well. So what I said earlier, I fear is happening now. Poor old JGP is going to get smashed and crashed by 3 lots of enemy cavalry. Now, will he be able to hold, or is our right flank in danger of being smashed, crashed and broken here? Okay, you can see Scorpionking's cavalry charging in there, look, going to smash into JGP's infantry there, and there it goes, look, and bang, as it smashes in there. Looked like it routed one of JGP's units on impact there, but as I say, just look at the massive amount of cavalry here hitting JGP. Oh my gosh. Let's pause the game for a second here. So, as I say, you've got Mars's cavalry there attacking, you've got Scorpionking's cavalry attacking, and you've got Legion 22's cavalry attacking, plus you've got Mars's infantry in there as well. I think JGP is doing well to hold as long as he has here. I can see a couple of his units are starting to rout at this stage. 2 or 3 of his units starting to rout where that attack came in from Mars there. So as I say, if you see there's a few units routing there. There you can see the Equites Clibinari there fighting with their effective against armor maces there in the battle. You can see that there. As I say, this is an evening battle. That's where you can see the fire torches that the enemy troops, all the troops are carrying there to light up, obviously, because it's a darkish evening there. But as I say, you can see there, remember, we are the green Roman armies and the enemy are the purple Roman armies there. Look how Mars is now pressing his infantry in there into JGP's troops there. And as I say, you can see Scorpionking there engaging with TR at the same time. And don't forget, Legion 22's brought his cavalry over here as well. There goes Mars cavalry. He locked and loaded it and charged it again. Look, and bang! As he smashes in there with those Equites Cataphractori with their 8 charge bonus there, and 37 defense. Look at that. Look how he is actually rolling up poor old JGP's infantry there. And there you can see Legion 22 charging his cavalry in again, look, and bang, as it smashes in there. Oh my gosh, our right flank here is looking in a very precarious position here. It looks like we could well have our right flank smashed. There you are, it's a good move by Mars. Look, took infantry in behind JGP's infantry there. But as you can see, a lot of JGP's infantry is now cracking. You can see, I think Mars is going to take his cavalry in behind JGP. But look at the amount of infantry that JGP is starting to have routing here by the massive enemy attack coming in on him. You can see TR has sent some of his units over to try and shore up our right flank here. But if you look, I think, for all intents and purposes, our right flank has now been broken, and the enemy will look to roll us up from right to left. Oh my gosh, that was a concerted enemy attack there on our right flank, and it's broken us here. TR here is trying to hold the right centre as long as he can, but looking at the enemy troops there, they will be looking to roll us up from right to left. So over here, as I say, on our left flank and left centre, not a lot going on. See, Demon there has got his, or Daimonas there has got his cavalry there, okay. And my instinct is to take my cavalry over to the other flank to help my teammate, because I can see there's a lot of difficulty going on over there. But with Demon's cavalry there as well, watching it, I didn't really want to take my cavalry away from my infantry, because that leaves my infantry open to cavalry and infantry attack. So as I say, I'm going to keep my cavalry there just to shadow Demon's cavalry there. He may well be waiting for me to move my cavalry away so that he can then do an infantry and cavalry attack on my infantry. So unfortunately I won't be able to move my cavalry over there. You can see Barclayman's moved some of his cavalry units over there to try and help on our right flank. But as I say, for all intents and purposes, it looks like our right flank has been broken. And it looks like the enemy could well roll us up from right to left here. Okay, so there you are. You can see loads of our allies green Roman units there have been routed. Here you can see Mars pulling his cavalry back. May well want to get in behind what's left of JGP's infantry and TR's infantry there and try and smash in there. But as I say, here you can see Mars's infantry moving in there, trying to roll us up from right to left, as you can see there. So things not looking very good. Now whether TR is going to be able to hold in our right centre, we'll just have to wait and see. Oh my gosh, here comes Mars's cavalry. He pulled it back. He's locked and loaded it. He's going to charge his cavalry and get ready for Mars's charge there for his cavalry going in there. Look, the 8 charge bonus and bang! As he smashes in there. And you can see there Legion 22 charging his cavalry in as well. Like a bang! Another combination cavalry charge there from Legion 22 and Mars. Oh my gosh. Just look at how they're trying to take out TR now and what's left of JGP's infantry. Just look at that massive cavalry hit there. So they've taken out our right flank. They're now looking to take out our right centre. I can see there, look, a few more of JGP's units has been routed. I don't know if JGP got any units left. I'm just having a look here. Oh, we might have 1 unit left, maybe 1 or 2 infantry units left there. But as I say, for all intents and purposes, our right flank has definitely been smashed, crashed and broken, and they are now looking to roll us up from right to left here. Oh my gosh. Can TR hold? Because don't forget, he's up against 3 lots of cavalry there. Scorpionking's cavalry, Mars's cavalry, and Legion 22's cavalry, and of course all of Mars's infantry and a lot of Scorpionking's infantry is involved in there as well. So things not looking not looking that good for our team at this stage. Okay, you can see Mars pulling his cavalry back, probably going to lock and load it again and charge back in. Remember, every time you charge your cavalry in, you get the full cavalry charge bonus there, which really can cause a lot of casualties to enemy troops. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second here. So as I say, you can see Mars pulling his cavalry back. He's going to lock and load it, ready to charge back in. I can see Legion 22's pulled his cavalry out, but Mars's infantry is really pushing in on TR's infantry, and also I think that Scorpionking's infantry is pushing in there as well. Legion 22 just pulled his cavalry out to lock and load it to charge in, and as I say, Scorpionking's infantry is involved there as well. So I think TR here is holding extremely well. I think JGP still got some units left there. Well, there's TR's general. And there is JGP's general there. Now, make no mistake, the enemy team will be looking to take out both of those generals if they can. Okay, so watch out for their cavalry strikes there, because that's where they'll be going for. They'll be going for our allies' generals there. Right, there you are. You can see Legion 22's cavalry going in there. Get ready for this. Look, bang! As he smashes in there. Make no mistake, he's going for one of our allies' generals there. Look how they're pushing in. Oh my gosh, and Mars's infantry is charging in there as well. It wouldn't surprise me if Mars threw in a cavalry attack in behind there. There you are, let's see, you can see there Legion 22's cavalry there. The Equites Clibinari is using their effective against armour maces there. Make no mistake, they will be trying to take out Legion 22's or JGP's generals there. Sorry, a TR's general or JGP's general there. But at the back here you'll see that Mars has got his cavalry there. Now he's going to lock and load them, make no mistake, and I think he's going to smash into the back of TR's infantry there. And also he's got, if you notice here, can you see that TR's put an infantry unit there, a plumbartra unit there to blunt any cavalry attack coming into the rear of his troops. Nice tactical move there by TR, and I see he's got some cavalry units there ready to neutralise a cavalry attack as well. Now meanwhile over here, as I say, I think I'd made a good decision keeping my cavalry back, because I can see Demons moved his cavalry over there as well. If you notice there, can you see that Demons got his cavalry and infantry there ready to attack my army, I think, if I move my cavalry away. So I think it was a good move keeping my cavalry close to my infantry. There's my old school battle formation there from 2005. But here you can see Barclayman facing Legion 22's infantry. But as I say, the main action here is on our right flank and right centre. Remember, we are the green Roman troops and the enemy are the purple Roman troops here. So you can see the numbers straight away there by just looking at the numbers there. See how Legion 22's really pushing his Equites Clibinari cavalry into our allies' troops there, using their effective against armor maces, and with their massive defense they've got, they can really fight with infantry for quite a long time if you want them to. They can, you know, they're just so solid there with their, if you notice there, let you see they're effective against armor maces. You can see them using there. And what did we say? I think they've got a 38 defense. So they've got a massive defense, and they're using effective against armor maces against enemy infantry there as well. So make no mistake there, these are really tough cavalry, the Equites Clibinari. And as I say, you can see our allies' green Roman infantry trying to hold there against that massive attack of infantry and cavalry. As I say, the enemy would definitely be going for our 2 general units there, trying to take the general morale bonus away. They're really pressing there. As I say, Mars would love to smash in behind there, but that unit that TR has put there to block them, blunt their attack, is a good move. There you can see TR charging some of his cavalry into the melee there. At the back here, I say that unit that TR put out there to try and blunt the cavalry attack is being hit by enemy infantry and cavalry there. So that unit's probably not going to hold very long, I wouldn't think, being hit in the rear by enemy infantry and in the front by cavalry. But as I say, over here there, you can see some of the enemy units, some of the purple enemy units are starting to rout. Can you see that there? That's good news for us. Right, now Daimonas here has just got his cavalry over here now, look, and he's going to charge them in, and they're just warmed up. So that's the cataphracti. Okay, so these are the Equites cataphracti with their 8 charge bonus and 30, I think it's 38 defense. He's bringing all his cavalry over here, so now I'm bringing all my cavalry over here as well. Okay, so I was shadowing his cavalry and bringing my cavalry over as well. Now I need to smash my cavalry in there, but that's exactly what he's going to do with his cavalry now. And don't forget, I can see that priest unit of Scorpion Kings just behind their troops, giving morale bonus. Right, here comes Daimonas' is cavalry there, look, and bang, as he smashes in there with that warmed up cavalry. Oh my gosh, look, he routed some of our allies' units on impact. Can you see that? Some of our green Roman allies' units are, and there goes Legion 22's cavalry as well. Look, bang, as they smash in there as well. Oh my gosh, that's one of our generals just been taken out. One of our generals there, they were going for the generals there. Which one did they take out, JGPs or TRs? Let's say, let's have a look, and it looks like it's JGP's general. JGP's general's just been taken out there by the enemy, so we've lost the general morale bonus. Can you see my cavalry's just arrived at the scene there? So I'm going to charge my cavalry in there, try and relieve a bit of pressure off of TR's infantry. But you can see there the enemy cavalry coming over here ready to charge in as well. So make no mistake, our right flank has been broken. And our right centre is in danger of being broken as well here. Now look at this small force of cavalry and infantry of Mars here. Make no mistake, he's going to try and smash into the back of TRs and any units of JGPs that's left there. And that could just about finish our right centre off. But as I say, I'm getting my cavalry over there as well. There you are. You can see I'm going to charge my cavalry in straight in there. I'm not going to position it anywhere else. I'm just going straight in there and bang! As my Equites Clibinari smash in to the enemy purple Roman troops there. You can see them really crunching in there. Right, let's pause again for a second here. So, I say my cavalry is just charged in to the enemy troops there. So I'm hoping I'll be able to relieve, a little bit of pressure off of TR's infantry and any infantry that JGP's got left. You can see the enemy cavalry are just pulling out the melee now to lock and load and charge back in to get a full cavalry charge bonus. Meanwhile, over here on our left flank, my infantry is still facing the enemy infantry that's in front of me. Okay, and you can see Barclayman there. What I'd like to do is move my infantry over to help on that right flank, but then what would Demon do? He would just bring his infantry round where I was and attack Barclayman's infantry from the flank. Okay, that's exactly what Demon would do there. So I can't move my infantry away at the moment. I just have to watch and see if Demon's going to move his infantry over to that flank, and then I'll move my infantry over as well. But as I say, at the moment I can't move there because he will flank Barclayman there. Right, okay, so here you can see Mars's cavalry. It looks like it's going to attack. Get ready for this. It looks like it's going to smash in there. There I can see, there you are, here comes Mars's cavalry with their 8 charge bonus. Equites Cataphracti, look at bang! As he smashes it in to our allies' infantry there. Oh my gosh, I can see units from both teams here starting to rout at this time. But oh my gosh, that was a nice angled cavalry attack there by Mars there with his, as I say, Equites Clibinari guys there with their 8 charge bonus there. Routed a couple of our units on impact. So really well done there, because you see he's using the secondary weapon, the heavy sword there. When you get into melee with the Clibinari, if you alt attack, you use the heavy sword, which is more effective than the spear in hand-to-hand fighting. And you can see our troops are using their effective against armor maces there. Looks like rolling pins, but are effective against armor maces. So it wouldn't surprise me now if Mars pulled his cavalry out of the fray there. Can you see them carrying their fire torches there? He probably pull his cavalry back out, lock and load it to charge back in again there. So as I say, a lot going on our right centre there. The enemy really pressurising us now, trying to break. They broke our right flank and are now trying to break our right centre here, as you can see. Oh my gosh. Right, let's just pause the game for a second here. So you can see a lot of enemy troops are starting to rout now. So this is good news for us. We can see a lot of enemy troops are routing. So that's okay. They smashed our right flank and we're trying to smash our right centre there, but we've managed to counter-attack with cavalry there. So we've managed to rout a few of their units, which is good news for us. If you notice here, I'm pulling my cavalry back to lock and load it, ready to charge in when necessary. Okay, but you got Daimonas' cavalry out there ready to charge in as well, as you can see there. Ready, he's locked and loaded, then ready to charge in. Okay, so at this stage of the battle, you'll see that Daimonas is moving his infantry from this flank here, from our left flank, over to the right flank to help his allies. Okay, can you see he's now moving over to that flank there to help his allies? A good tactical move there. So of course that's now freed up my army that I can now move over to that right flank as well. Okay, now it wouldn't surprise me if Legion 22, we know how aggressive he is, attacks Barclayman and stops Barclayman from moving over to the right. There you go. There, can you see Legion 22 now is attacking the forward units of Barclayman there, stopping him from moving units over to the right. Okay, so that's a good tactical move. Lots of pilot exchanging going on here between Legion 22's army and Barclayman's army. Just look at that, it's raining pilots there. Look. Oh my gosh, just look at the exchange of pilots there. But in the meantime, look, I'm trying to run my army over to the right flank, right centre as fast as I can, and you can see the enemy generals doing the same there. But just say, remember, we are the green Roman army, they are the purple. And now look at our numbers over in the right centre. I mean, our numbers look more than the enemy now, don't they? It looks like we've done a really good job. Can you see me charging my Equites Clibinari forward there? And now I'm going to pull them back to lock and load them before they can be counter-attacked by the enemy there. But as I say, Daimonas' army has come over from the other flank, and he's there as well now. And as I say, my infantry is just arriving now. So make no mistake, this right centre of ours here, this could prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle. It could really be decisive here, what happens here. Okay, as I say, you can see me moving my infantry over now. There. I'm going to move it right over in front of Daimonas' army there, as we were facing each other on the other flank. Right, there you can see I'm moving my cavalry back to lock and load it. There, okay, and as I say, my infantry battle formation has just arrived. I'm just going to face Daimonas' infantry there, and all the other enemy troops that are over there as well. Okay, so you've got Mars's Scorpionkings, you'll have Legion 22's cavalry, and of course Daimonas' whole army there is facing my whole army as well. Okay. Now meanwhile over here there's a massive scrap going on between Legion 22 and Barclayman here. As I said, I thought Legion 22 might attack Barclayman there, try and stop him from sending reinforcements over to the right flank, which is a good tactical move here. But as I say, this is a real grinding infantry on infantry battle. And remember, every unit in this battle is fully upgraded. 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So it's a real grinding battle here between Barclayman and Legion 22. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there between the two of them there. But as I say, my main army here is now facing the enemy troops, and I'm just going to charge my cavalry. I can see a possible target for my cavalry, which I'm going to hit in a minute. But here you can see lots of missile exchanging going on there. You can see, I think there's plumbarterie effective against armoured darts going in there from the enemy team, and there's pilers being thrown back from us. Okay, so I want to show you a tactical attack that I spotted here. Can you see I'm charging my cavalry into some of the enemy units there? Okay, right, you can see my Equites Clibinari, they're charging into some of the enemy purple troops there. But can you see there's a gap between Daimonas and Legion 22? Can you see there's a gap there between them? And what I'd like to do is to charge my cavalry through that gap and charge it into the back of Legion 22's engaged infantry. So that gap between Daimonas and Legion there, I would like to just charge my cavalry through and smash into the back of those engaged troops of Legion 22. Now that's a tactical cavalry attack that I'd like to try there, if I can break through those enemy purple infantry that I'm engaging straight away anyway. But that's what I'd like to do there, try and get through there if I can, and charge into the rear of Legion 22's infantry. That's what I want to do there. But you can see Daimonas there moving his purple Roman army over there, to try and stop that, he'll probably charge infantry units in to block my cavalry. There you go, charging infantry in there to blunt my cavalry attack, try and stop me from hitting the back of Legion 22's infantry. A nice blocking move there by Daimonas there, very good blocking move. Right, pause the game for a second here. So as I say, and you got Legion 22's infantry, some of his infantry there trying to block my cavalry from getting into the rear of Legion 22's engaged infantry. Meanwhile, I'm moving my infantry battle formation here up against Daimonas' battle formation there as well. So I'm going to move forward there. I'm going to be aggressive in this battle now. Looking at the numbers here, looking at the numbers game here, it just looks like we may be getting the edge here. If you look, remember, we are the green, they are the purple. Look at the numbers there. Do you think we might just be getting the edge, or maybe not? But anyway, you can see I'm moving my infantry formation forward there towards Daimonas' infantry. Lots of missiles coming in from both sides, exchanging missiles from both of us there. As I say, you can see Daimonas there moving his infantry across there towards his allies. But there's a massive scrap going on now between our troops and theirs. It's kind of like at the moment we're moving into phase 2. Now what I wanted to do here is show you the power of the Equites Clibinari here, of my cavalry. Okay, just to show you, if you use them properly, how powerful they can be. Now can you see there's 2 general units here. You've got Legion 22's general, actually 3 there. You've got Mars's general, and you've got the other general there, Daimonas' general there. So there's 3 possible targets there from my cavalry that I would like to hit. Okay, so as you can see, I've locked and loaded my Equites Clibinari. I've got them in wedge formation for more penetration and more impact there, and I'm looking to charge in, aiming for one of those generals. Okay, so as I say, I've got them there, and over here you'll see that, let's say, my infantry moving forward towards Daimonas' infantry there. And there you are, you can see, as I say, my cavalry locked and loaded. Now let's see how much of a penetration we can get with that cavalry. Okay, when I'm ready to charge in. There you are. Now right, you can see my cavalry coming in now. Okay, in wedge formation, as I say, for more penetration, more impact. And there you can see my cavalry charging through my allies' infantry there, straight into the enemy troops there, and bang! As they smash in there. Look at that for impact. Look at the penetration of those Equites Clibinari. Look at the enemy units that are routing from that cavalry there. Oh my gosh. Just look at that. You can see several of the enemy units are routing there. I'm going to pull my cavalry back. Okay, but there, if you look, there's how many infantry? It says 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 enemy infantry units have just been routed from that cavalry attack there. Okay, so I'm going to pull my cavalry back. I'm going to lock and load it and charge in again. That's what I'm looking to do here. As I say, I might move my infantry forward as well towards the enemy infantry. But as I say, my cavalry there, I'm going to lock and load it. There you are. You can see my infantry engaging with Daimonas' infantry there. Lots of missile damage still being inflicted by both teams there as we're throwing missiles into each other there. But oh my gosh, just look at that. Really tough fight going on there. But just look at the numbers there. Do you think it looks quite even, or do you think we're gradually getting an advantage there? Okay, but as I say, I just wanted to show you the power of these Equites Clibinari if you use them properly. Right, can you see I'm pulling the cavalry back again to lock and load it? That's good news. I think we might have taken out one of their generals. I paused the game for a second there. So I pulled my cavalry back. I'm going to lock and load it again and then charge in again. Remember, every time you do this, when you charge in, you get the full cavalry charge bonus. So that really gives you a lot of kills on the enemy team there. And then you just pull your cavalry back out and lock and load and charge again. See, I'm looking at the generals again. There's 2 enemy generals there. Can you see? That's where I'd like to charge my cavalry in. So I'm going to aim for one of those generals when my cavalry goes in through my allies' infantry there to try and take out the enemy general there. Right, can you see my cavalry going in again? Once again, wedge formation. Look for more penetration, more impact. And bang! As it smashes into the enemy troops there, trying to force it through there towards the enemy general. Just look at the impact and penetration of that Equites Clibinari. But they've only got a 5 charge bonus, remember that. And if you notice, I'm moving my infantry forward in an old school, old-fashioned surge attack. Okay, so I'm charging with both my cavalry and my infantry there. As I say, you see my infantry doing an old school surge attack there. Can you see my infantry moving in as well as my cavalry? So I'm attacking with both there. Both the cavalry and the infantry charging in at the same time, putting pressure on enemy troops in 2 separate places there. As you can see, right, I'm going to pull my cavalry out again, look. Once again, say newer players to Rome Total War, this is how you use your cavalry. You pull it back out, lock and load it, and then charge it back in again. So each time, as I say, you get the full cavalry charge bonus every time you do this. And this is, I think, a good example there, here of how you can do that. Right, just pause the game for a second here. So as I say, I've locked and loaded my cavalry, ready to charge in again there, looking to maybe charge right through this time. As I say, my infantry really surging forward at the same time. So what I want to do there is charge my cavalry through, and if I can, I'll take my cavalry right the way through the enemy line as my infantry surges forward there. Okay, so as I say, you can see my infantry forward, charging forward. My allies infantry are holding really well here. TR, they're holding really well there, I think, and there's a couple of units of Barclaymans there as well, where it seemed to be holding quite well there. But as I say, you can see, I think Barclayman might only have 3 units left. One unit there, I think, 2 and 3, yeah. So I think Barclayman at this stage of the battle has just got 3 units left. Okay, that's how grinding down the battle's been so far. TR still got several units left there that he's holding really well with there, so he's doing really well. I'm not sure if JGP's got any units left at all at this stage of the battle. I'm not really sure at this time, but as I say, my cavalry now is locked and loaded, ready to charge him. Once again here, what I might do this time, as I say, is surge forward with my infantry at the same time and try and take my cavalry right the way through the enemy lines there. Get ready for this. In goes the cavalry, look, and bang, as it smashes through there. Now what I need to do now, if I can just keep pushing with my cavalry, will I be able to push right through the enemy ranks and come out behind them there? That's what I'm looking to do with my cavalry. Try and pull the cavalry right through there if I can, or maybe not this time. I'm going to pull my cavalry back there. Nope, I'm going to pull my cavalry back, decided I can't go through this time. I'm going to lock and load them again and charge them in again. As I say, newer players to Rome Total War or Barbarian Invasion, this is how you should use your cavalry. Don't leave them in too long fighting. Pull them back, lock and load them, and then charge them back in. Okay, right, let's just pause the game for a second here. Right, you can see here, I'm pulling my cavalry back, as I say, there, and ready to charge in. And as I say, I'm moving forward with my infantry. I've pulled my general back out of the fray there, so that he can stand behind my troops there, giving them general morale bonus as they're fighting. So that's the reason I've done that. And as I say, you can see TR here holding really well against enemy troops. He got his general at the back, but he needs to watch out for that enemy cavalry coming in behind him. But once again, let's see how he's got his general stood at the back of his troops, give him morale bonus there. But as I say, you can see my infantry moving forward there. As I say, I've pulled my cavalry back, and I'm just going to get ready to charge through again. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. So this time, what I'd like to do is move my cavalry forward and see if I can come out the back of the enemy troops there. Okay, so force my way through their troops there with my cavalry, and come out behind the enemy troops, and maybe doing an old school, old-fashioned surge attack with my infantry at the same time. Okay, so let's just see if what we're going to do here happens. Right, you can see there my cavalry charging forward there. Okay, looking to break through the enemy ranks there and come out behind them. There goes my cavalry, look, and bang! And right, see my infantry now surge attacking just as my cavalry breaks through the enemy lines there. So as you can see, an old school, old-fashioned surge attack with my infantry, and then my cavalry going in as well after, just in front of them there. So I'm pulling out, as I say, what I want to do is pull my cavalry through the enemy line, get in behind them, and then charge back in to the enemy troops there. Okay, that's what I want to do with my cavalry. So you can see there, my cavalry and infantry both moving forward now. I'm keep pressing forward with my cavalry. Look, and I've now come out behind the enemy troops there, which is just what I wanted to do. And now I can just charge them back into the enemy troops now wherever I want. There you can see my cavalry charging back in. As I say, my infantry surged forward there, and now I'm surging forward once again over to the other flank there to help my allies out, while my cavalry charges into what's left of the enemy troops at this side, while my infantry move into the other side. Pause the game for a second here. So you can see I'm moving the bulk of my infantry towards this general unit, these two general units of the enemy team there, trying to take those two general units out to stop the morale bonus. Okay, so you'll see I'm moving all my infantry, or most of my infantry, in that direction there, and then eventually to charge into the rear of those fighting enemy troops. But I've charged my cavalry here, and some infantry units I've got left into this enemy purple, into these enemy purple troops there as well. Okay, so you can see that now. That's what I'm doing with my infantry and cavalry, charging there. And now I've switched direction once again for my cavalry there, looking to try and take out those two enemy generals. Okay, that's what I want to take out there with my cavalry and infantry. If we can take out those two generals there, take the morale bonus away, that would be good for us. There you can see, there you are. I think we've taken out one of the enemy generals there. Oh, we've taken out, yeah, we've taken, I think it was Mars generals we've just taken out there. So that's good news. And you can see me pushing on now into the rear of the enemy troops. I think Legion 22's general's still alive there, if I'm not mistaken. Pause the game for a second here. So if we look here, there you are, you can see that's Legion 22's general still alive. I think that's the last of the enemy generals still alive there. So what I'm going to do with my cavalry and infantry, I'm going to push forward and try and kill his general there. As I say, just to take away the last general morale bonus of the enemy team there. So there you are, you can see my troops really surging forward. There we are, and we've taken out Legion 22's general there, and what's left of his troops. And it looks like our oh, there's one general unit left there. What's that? Daimonas' general unit still there. It wouldn't surprise me if that unit routed pretty quick though, because it hasn't got a lot of men left in it. And yeah, you are, it's just routed now. There you are. It hasn't got a lot of men in it. It's got frightened of enemy numbers there, so it would have routed. And it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. So bearing in mind that we lost our right flank at the beginning of the game, I think we've done really well to turn this battle around there. As I say, you can see the last of the enemy units have now been routed there. And so I think Barclayman's got one unit there. I don't know if has he got any other units there. One unit there. I think Barclayman might just have one unit left, and I'm not sure if JGP has got any units left at all. No, I think so. I think Barclayman's got one unit left, and all of JGP's units have been taken out. So it's only TR and myself have got units, you know, main amount of troops left really. So as I say, it just goes to show what a grinding down battle this was. As I say, the battle started all the way over here on our right flank. I think JGP held well there against those massive attacks by the enemy troops. There you can see there the dead as we just move along the battlefield here. You can see the intensity of the fighting here just by looking at the dead here. I mean, there's just loads and loads of dead, isn't there? Oh my gosh, just look at that. You can just see the amount of dead there on the battlefield as we move across there. There you are. As I say, this is an evening battle, and that's why the troops are carrying fire torches there to light the way a little bit. So as I say, most of the battlefield is kind of darkish like, so you can see them carrying their there you are, see them carrying their fire torches there just to light the way. But unfortunately that does add to the lag a bit, so I'm told, the fire torches. So as I say, it looks like our after losing our right flank early in the battle there, I think our team's done really well to turn the things around. And I hope you enjoyed the display of cavalry tactics there, the attacking cavalry tactics, where you pull your cavalry back, charge in, get the full cavalry charge bones, pull them out again, charge them in again. That's how you make the most of using your cavalry there. And I thought that was a reasonable display there of how you could use your Equites Clibinari cavalry there, which is really tough. But as I say, if you look at the battlefield, it's massive. There's little fights going on all over the place. Right, the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well, guys. I thought it was a great battle there. And as you can see, it was an average victory. We're bearing in mind the small amount of troops that we had left. I thought it might have been close, but there you are. It must have just crept up into average there. So, okay, highest kills in the game, and usually goes to myself, Spartan Commander there. 2,208 kills, and also what's surprising is how many men I've got left as well. If you notice, there are good kills. I've got 925 men left. If you look at the rest of the armies of both teams there, so that's not too bad. I've still got a lot of troops left and got good kills, so I'm really pleased with that. That's surprising to me, actually. Well done to Mars, got some good kills there, very aggressive on our right flank there. I thought you played really well there. So well done to him, well done to Scorpionking. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he was very aggressive. Lost his general right at the front though, didn't he? Well done to Legion 22, got some good kills there as well. And well done to Daimonas as well, got some great kills there. He's played really well. So really well played, guys. I thought you did really well. Well done to Barclayman there, got some good kills there. I thought he held really well there in the left centre. Well done to him. Well done to TR. He did really well. I thought he held well at the right centre. And well done to JGP. Now, bearing in mind he got smashed and crashed on our right flank, I think he got some good kills there. So really well played, guys. Thought it was a really great battle. Remember, the rules were roam only, no artillery, no archers, and 6 cavalry max. Here we are. If we have a look at the battle statistics, look at the Equites Clibinari cavalry kills. 46 of them killed for 238, 43 of them for 252, 38 for 133, 40 there for 194, 35 for 308, 36 for 205. So see the power and the killing power of the Equites Clibinari cavalry. And you'll see, if you look through the rest of the armies there, the rest of my allies' armies there, you can see that the Equites Clibinari's got some good kills there. So, as I say, and also it's the way that you use your cavalry as well, as I tried to display there. You know, you just pull it back, lock and load it, charge it in, pull it back again. So that's how you get the good kills there. Just to say, if you enjoyed this battle, we play Barbarian Invasion every Sunday night, and we'd love you to come and join us. Please come and join in our games. And as I say, if you're in a good battle, you may well see yourself leading your army on this YouTube channel. Okay, so it'd be nice to see you on a Sunday evening to play Barbarian Invasion. See you soon. Bye for now.